In this video, we will see how to use measure tool in QGIS. First, let's see how to calculate the distance between 2 points using measure line tool. For that, we need to go to this attribute toolbar. If you cannot see this attribute toolbar, you can right click on the blank space and turn on this attribute toolbar. Then this one is our measuring toolbars. Click on this bottom arrow and you will see 4 options there. First one is measure line. We will use this one for measuring distance. Click on this. Now let's measure the distance between these 2 points, the top point and the right one. Click on the point and next click on the second point and right click to finish. Now we can see the distance between 2 points here. It is 26.440 meters. If you want to change the unit, then you can change it here. In this drop down, you can change it to kilometer, feet, years, miles, and other commonly used units. Now here you will find 2 options. One is Cartesian and another one is ellipsoidal. If you click on the ellipsoidal, you can see that the measuring distance is little bit changed because there are 2 systems of calculation of distance. Let's see how Cartesian and ellipsoidal method works. If we use the Cartesian distance technique, then the ellipsoidal Earth surface is converted to a projected flat surface. So for the Cartesian distance method, we need to use the right projection system. That means coordinate system. And if we use the ellipsoidal distance method, you can see that calculation method honors the ellipsoid. So it will calculate based on the Earth's surface. It will not convert the surface into any flat surface. So for the bigger region, if you want to measure the distance between a bigger region, it will be better to use this ellipsoidal method. But if you want to calculate the distance of a small area like a city or a field or something very small, then you need to use this measure Cartesian distance method because it will be more accurate. And you can see that if we select the ellipsoidal method, it says that the coordinates are transformed to chosen ellipsoid, that is WGS84, and distance is calculated in meters. So let's go for Cartesian method. And you definitely need to select the correct coordinate system for your area. Here you can see that we are using the coordinate system of 32618, which is UTM zone 18 north, and this one is used for America and Canada and some other regions of South America. For New York City, this zone is used. So you can change it based on your interest area. Now, if you want to calculate another region, then you should click on this new button and it will remove previous line. Now let's measure this side. You can see that we already see it. If we right click, it will finish. But if we continue, we can see the distance between multiple points. And right click when you are finished, otherwise it will continue calculating based on your mouse movement. Now let's close this. Now let's see how to calculate the area using the measure tool. For that we need to click on this bottom arrow button and the second option is measure area. Click on that, and here you can select the units for area. Usually we use square meter or square kilometer. Let's go for square meters, and click on the point where you want to start to calculate the area for, and go to the second point and third point, and how many points you need. We will measure this rectangle, so 4 points are enough, and right click when you are done. Here we can see that the area is 491 point something meters square. You can use this tool to measure the area very fast. Suppose you do not want to calculate the area in the attribute table, because you may not need the area later. You just need to know how much area are there for the time being, so you can use this tool to readily get the measurement. And you know that the Cartesian and ellipsoidal method. Now let's close this. Let's see how to measure the bearing. If you do not know what bearing is, let's see that. Bearing is how much our interest line is from the north line is in degree. So it is how many degrees are apart from the north line of our interest line. Suppose our interest line is here, so it should be 90 degree or something. If our interest line is here, so it is 30 degree away from the north line. This is the bearing. Let's see how to do that. Click on this bottom arrow button and go for the measure bearing option. This is the north of the map, so we are going to calculate this line, how many degrees it is apart from the north line. Click on the first point and select the second point. So you can see that it is 126 degree east from the north line. That means it calculates the degree here. And if we calculate in opposite direction, it will show in west unit. This line is away from the north line, 143 degree west. That means if it is the north line, this degree is calculated. Now we will see how to calculate the angle between two lines. Sometimes we need to calculate the angle, so let's see how to do that. To calculate the angle, we need to click on this right bottom arrow and select the fourth option, that is a measure angle. Now let's measure the angle of this corner. So click on the first point here, and then middle point and the right point. We can see that it is almost 90 degree. That means this angle is a right angle and this is a perfect rectangle. We can also measure the other part. It is also closer to 90 degree. This way you can measure any angles if you need. Suppose we need to measure the angle between this road, and it is almost 63 degrees. Thanks for watching.